In October 2004, an unexpected fluctuation in the electromagnetic field around High Beach caused a small explosion in a nearby electricity substation. At the same time, 5 independent witnesses reported an event taking place in the forest that can only be described as supernatural. If indeed it did take place. Eyewitness reports of events of this kind are notoriously unreliable.
I was raised a Christian, and I was always told there are no such things as ghosts and goblins. And yet the Bible is full of such weird and wonderful things, isn't it?
I'm not a crackpot or nothing. I mean, I'm right down to earth, me. I'm not going to make something like this up just to be on television, because, you know, I'm already a star.
The entire universe is composed of energy, of spirit. As human beings, we see only a tiny fraction of what there is.
The paranatural is merely that which exists outside the bounds of our limited experience.
As an author of children's books, I do tend to spend quite a lot of time in fairyland. But I think I can still tell the difference between reality and fantasy.
I've always been a believer. I mean, how can you not, given that there are 100 billion stars in the galaxy? How can you not believe in life on other planets?
Actually, the number of stars in the galaxy are closer to 100 billion and 1.
Oh, I was just out jogging with my mind array. I like to shut myself off from the world, headphones on, and just go for it.
And there was Grumpus far below. The troll was shaking his fists and stamping his feet. I just needed a break. Publishing deadlines can be murder, but the world must have the next installment of Tilly and Tom's Adventures in Teapotland.
I work for a local firm of actuaries, which can be quite stressful. The forest is only a few minutes walk from my office, and it's a very good place to practice yoga. Very tranquil.
Normally I'd be out walking Dill, my dog, but that week he'd been struck down with a mystery illness. So you could say I was walking the dog without the dog. Only that'd be silly.
It's just a case of being in the right place at the right time. I guess it was just meant to happen, fated to be. Actually, I was on my way to my mum's.
I'd given him some prawns as a treat, and I don't think they agreed with him.
Suddenly, my iPod cut out. When I took the headphones off, it was completely silent. Even the birds had stopped singing. Ray! Ray! Ray had disappeared off into thin air. I thought, where's he buggered off to? And then I realised there was no one about, and I was completely alone.
Electrical apparatus cutting out is a common feature of eyewitness accounts of UFO phenomena.
I was aware of something slightly out of the ordinary, yes. Perhaps a subtle change in the balance of energies?
It had gone very quiet, almost eerily so. And when I looked up, everything was shrouded in a sort of silvery mist.
What was really strange is that all my hair was standing on end. Like when you rub your shoes on the carpet.
This unusual state, accompanying a paranormal visitation, is known to ufologists as the Oz factor. Witnesses note that birds and insects fall silent. There is a strange, misty quality to the light. Time seems to stand still.
It was as though time had stood still. Not even the leaves in the trees were stirring. Silence was sepulchral. But then, there was a noise.
A most melodious twang.
Of course, the music of the harp is often associated with fairies and angels, but perhaps this is something a little more prosaic. The snapping of the mind, stretched a little too far, perhaps.
I suddenly had the feeling I was being watched.
The sensation that I was not alone.
There was somebody, or something, in front of the beech tree where nothing had been a moment before.
The creature was 6 foot tall, female, and resembled a blue frog. She smelled of cinnamon.
It was about the size of a small child, but its face was as pleasant as a walnut.
Undoubtedly an angel, dressed in a tight silver jumpsuit. He had long golden hair and wings that were, well, they were made out of light.